CenturyLink Xfinity, or get started risk-free for $79.99 a month for 2 full years. Call 1-800-XFINITY or go online.
Big old tires, brakes, struts, and shine, revving up the service to make you smile. We're in the business of customer pleasing, all the right service for all the right reasons.
At Big O Tires, we shop our competition's prices daily, so we can guarantee you the lowest price on every tire, every day.
That's right. Guarantee the lowest price on every tire, every day.
We got you covered at Big O.
Grab an Egg McMuffin sandwich with a fresh cracked egg and a refreshing $1 every size Coke anytime you want with the all-day breakfast menu at McDonald's.
Live from Fox 31 Denver, this is Good Day Colorado.
Good day to you. It's 5:30 on this Wednesday. I'm Brooke Wagner.
And I'm Kirk Yonke. Let's get right to your weather. Greg is keeping tabs on another warm day. Greg, what do we got?
Yeah, another warm one for us, and we do have some fire danger. Another fire weather warning out from Red Feathers Lake to Estes Park down to Boulder. Conditions there extremely dry and a little breezy this afternoon, not to mention warm. Temperatures along the Front Range will hit 90, and it'll easily be in the mid-80s as you start heading up towards Estes Park. So 92 is what we have in Denver. 1 degree warmer than yesterday, 2 degrees warmer than normal, so pretty par for the course as we head into the hottest part of the year. But a big cool down is on the way Thursday. And then again Friday, along with a chance of rain. We could be talking about a whole different type of story coming up by the weekend, Ken, hopefully getting rid of some of this fire danger.
That would be nice. A little bit of rain would be a great thing. We have quiet conditions across the freeways. This is a live look for you at I-25 and 120th. Everybody's got to get used to the fact that the HOV lane, well, they're going to change it on me. They have to get used to the fact that the HOV lanes are now pay lanes as you travel both into the city for the morning drive and you head home. And those times, or rather the price of using those lanes will change throughout the busier portions of the rush. Yesterday, we had a lot of problems through that area. And today, we begin with quiet conditions through there. So if you live in the Brighton area, at least along 76, merging with 270, that drive looks wonderful and no big problems out towards the airport. Security wait times are 15 to 20 minutes. So we don't begin with issues. If you live in Aurora and Montbello, here's a look at those drive times. Things look pretty good here through the Metro Denver area. We'll check the south side here coming up.
All right, thank you, Ken. New overnight, police in Denver working downtown as they continue what's called a transient control operation.
Mayor Michael Hancock announced this plan Monday during the State of the City address, vowing to keep an eye on the city's homeless and keep the city safe. Fox 31 Denver's Julie Leonardi joins us now with more on that plan. Julie?
Well, Brooke, this all started just a little bit earlier this morning, around 2 this morning. Police officers were seen downtown working on this transient operation that they call. They say this is part of something that they've been working on for quite some time, making sure that folks that reside here on the streets are not a threat to anyone else. Now, we do know officers this morning searched some people's belongings, and we can confirm one person was put inside a police van. Now, this all comes just weeks after a scary video was captured on 16th Street. A downtown office worker was assaulted by several people that call these streets home. Now, the video sparked reactions in residents that are worried about how safe their streets really are. Now, on Monday at the State of the City address, Mayor Michael Hancock says he knows more people are congregating in Denver and on the streets, and it's now become inhumane and unsanitary. He says they're not moving in on these folks to arrest them, but just to find a safer location.
Yes, we've been able to place people. We know we displaced them off the street, but for the most part, a city that commits over $50 million a year for temporary and transitional housing, we wanted to make sure everyone knew and that we were going to move them to those locations.
Now, Mayor Hancock said a little bit more on this on Monday, that they are going to continue to work on this, but it is a work in progress, but there'll be much more to come on this issue in the upcoming weeks. Live in Denver, Julie Leonardi, Fox 31 Denver. Good day, Colorado.
All right, Julie, and happening now, we are tracking several wildfires in Colorado. This Look at this picture. This is the Hayden Pass fire in Fremont County. It just keeps on growing. It's now burned more than 12,000 acres. Those flames are now moving northward toward the town of Coaldale. Hotshot crews from New Mexico and South Dakota have now joined the fight, and more crews are on their way. Lightning sparked the fire 4 days ago. And the Beaver Creek fire in northern Colorado has now grown to nearly 20,000 acres. This one has now crossed into Wyoming, and now Wyoming firefighters are coming to help put it out. But still, it will not be fully contained until mid-October. Our coverage of the wildfires burning across Colorado continues online at KDVR.com. There you will find the latest updates from the front lines, as well as evacuation information, a current list of fire restrictions, and links to sites where you can make donations to help the fire victims.
The former surgical tech accused of stealing drugs at Swedish hospital will learn his sentence in October. Rocky Allen was silent as he walked into federal court to plead guilty. He faces up to 14 years behind bars for the drug theft charges. We tried to ask him questions. He had nothing to say. His accusations of drug diversion forced thousands of patients to be tested for HIV and hepatitis. Meantime, we are hearing from a former patient at Swedish Medical Center who says Allen is responsible for giving him Hep C. 53-year-old Scott Patzer is one of 3 former patients who tested positive for the disease after receiving a letter from the hospital to get tested. But state health investigators insist there is no evidence anyone got infected because of Allen's actions.
I don't have any doubt in my mind that I contracted it at Swedish Hospital. Through my interview with the Colorado Department of Public Health, I had no other risk factors.
The hospital also says Petzer could not have received hepatitis from Allen, saying Allen had punched out his time card an hour before Petzer had surgery. The health department says 1,000 former Swedish patients have yet to be tested. Happening now in Phoenix, police stepping up patrols there, searching for a suspected serial shooter.
8 shooting incidents since March have left 7 people dead. Fox's Mark Martinez has more details.
People living in the Maryvale neighborhood in West Phoenix were already on edge after a series of unsolved murders. Today, that fear grew after news of more shootings. Police now calling the work of a serial shooter.
It's 4 more now, so it'd be a total of 8. And you're just scared, especially since we have kids.
We talked to 2 roommates who have lived here with their 4 kids for the past 2 years. They were too afraid to be seen on camera, but say the neighborhood has become a virtual ghost town with people too scared to venture outside.
It's very scary. I mean, even we're thinking about moving. It's more of we have to think about it's not a safe environment for our kids, especially because we have 4 kids. It's like very scary.
Phoenix police released this composite sketch of a possible suspect today, and solving these crimes the department's top priority.
We are working night and day trying to solve it. It is a huge safety concern for us and the community, and we would like, if you can put it out, to have the community please step forward.
But until the suspect or suspects are caught, every unknown car coming down the street catches neighbors' attention.
You're just basically watching to see who's passing by and seeing if they have any weapons or anything. You're just waiting for something else to happen, basically. You're just hoping it's not you or anyone you loved.
And also developing now, with only 3 days left before summer break, the U.S. Senate is still at odds over funding to combat the Zika virus. Both Democrats and Republicans are debating a $1.1 billion package. Democrats voted it down when Republicans added provisions to reduce funding for Planned Parenthood. Among other things, both sides are now blaming each other for the failure.
They want to apparently forget about the veterans and the military construction, resend a Zika-only bill to the House, which the House has indicated they will not pass.
Our efforts to find a solution have been met with nothing but rejection and bad faith from the Republicans.
But while the battle continues on the Hill, some health officials say lawmakers are already too late. That's because summer is already in full swing, which means mosquitoes are already out. Even if Congress manages to approve the money, it would still take weeks for the funding to get to federal agencies. Brooke?
Gosh, and now residents of a community in West Arvada turning to the Fox 31 problem solvers after dealing with problems involving their mail. This is in the Layden Rock area. Residents say it's been going on for a couple of years now. Packages are either lost or misdelivered to the wrong community mailbox.
It's credit card bills, it's car insurance, and everything else.
A Social Security card that they'd ordered was misdelivered to someone else.
The biggest concern with that is medicine. You know, people that are on prescriptions that need the medicine and whatnot, and who knows where it's getting delivered to.
We spoke to the Postal Service, and they say they're working to improve service in the area. They blame the problems on the growth in the area and new employees. A teenage girl in Genesee gets quite a surprise, a bear in her car.
A surprise you do not want to get, but no one can figure out exactly how it got there. One of the responding deputies took this video. The car had no broken windows and no damage to the outside. Hello, the bear has a key or a fob. The girl admits she didn't lock her car the night before, so the bear might have somehow opened one of the doors and then closed it from the inside.
And it's like a baby. It's a little bigger than a cub, but yeah, he's tossing my stuff in the back basically, and then you can see the ceilings of my car is just ripped, and I was like, I'm not going to work today.
That's a good face. That pretty much says it all. The only food she had in the car was an old can of lemonade, but she wonders if the bear could still smell her takeout from the day before. Either way, the animal destroyed everything.
Oh my gosh,
everything.
Look at that.
From the steering wheel to the seats.
Oh,
for real.
They're so destructive. The bear just opened the door.
Well, that's why the bear bins, I was out camping, that's why the bear bins have carabiners on them.
Yeah,
because
pretty important.
They can get they're pretty dexterous there.
Well, the funny thing is when they finally got the bear to leave, as the bear was wandering off in the woods, they heard a boop, boop. It was really weird.
He held it down too long and all the windows
joke.
turned down. No, that was pretty good. I liked it. He's got a Hardee's bag in his hand from the takeout. We got, or is it Carl's Jr. here? Carl's Jr. In this area. Hardee's, same thing. 56 degrees in Denver right now. So temperatures falling back to about where they were yesterday morning, but still fairly warm in Fort Collins, sitting at 63. 61 meanwhile in Boulder, and it's a crisp morning out in the mountains. 35 degrees in Vail Pass. That's one of the cooler mornings I've seen over the last couple of weeks out there. But we hit 92 in Denver today, upper 70s, lower 80s out in the mountains. It's another day of fire danger along the eastern slope and some spots on the western slope as you head to northern Colorado. But tomorrow, look at that cool down. We get to 86 and we get enough moisture in the air. I think we may see some isolated storms, not only in the mountains, but also along I-25 and even out onto the plains too. So we'll track those coming up. I think there's a better chance though on Friday. You'll see what I mean. We'll have that weekend forecast coming up in 10 minutes. Boop, boop.
You getting back out there?
Yeah.
Here's I-76 and 25 with a live look for you. It's still looking at a good beginning. We are monitoring very few slowdowns to the north side of the city. Unlike that Tuesday drive where you had a lot of issues coming in from Fort Collins, today that drive looks pretty good. Here's the Aurora stretch, 225 from Parker Road up towards Yosemite. Again, another route that is looking at a quiet beginning and wide open conditions, not only here from Parker Road, but all the way north towards I-70. Off to the west and along 470, no big issues to contend with. A couple of slowdowns along 470 and 285 where they all meet, but as far as accidents or stalls, we really haven't had much so far this morning. So drive times in from Castle Rock, they still remain wide open. We'll update the slowdowns along I-25 and give you a look at those security wait times out at the airport coming up.
Talk to you then, Ken. Up ahead, a mystery will remain unsolved.
The D.P. Cooper case is now closed. Why investigators are throwing in the towel.
And a comeback for the Pac-Man. Why Manny Pacquiao could come out of retirement.
The Ford Freedom Sales Event is on. Hurry in for our biggest event of the year. Now get a Ford F-Series with 0 for 60, giving you freedom from interest. Plus, for a limited time, get a 1,000 smart bonus on specially tagged pickups. America's best-selling trucks 39 years straight are built Ford tough. Get an F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months plus 1,000 Ford Smart Bonus cash or up to $10,636 in total savings.
With Polylevel, we can fix sagging concrete with a hole no bigger than a penny. Polylevel repairs cost just a fraction of replacement. Plus, you can walk or drive on it in just 15 minutes. For clean concrete repair, contact Rod Martin's Complete Basement Systems.
It's in our nature to explore the possibilities and embrace the unknown. We travel the same road, knowing the unexpected may occur. When you need us, we'll be there. If you're injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS, Colorado's motorcycle lawyers.
Fox Wednesday.
Is that Gordon flying the plane?
How does MasterChef honor the U.S. Armed Forces?
With 2 sides and 1 sauce.
But will the veterans
These guys put their lives on the line.
thank the home chefs for their service?
Red team, disaster.
MasterChef, followed by Wayward Pines.
Tonight on Fox 31 Denver.
You're not going to talk about this at all.
A year-long Fox 31 Problem Solvers investigation exposes how tax dollars meant for your kids are literally walking out the door. Thursday at 9.
CenturyLink Prism TV has all your favorite channels, tons of live sports, and more, all in crystal clear HD. Watch when and where you want with advanced features like our wireless set-top box, whole home DVR, and Prism on the go, and choose from a variety of great packages to fit your home. Call 888-658-5655 and get started with the Prism Essential TV bundle. You'll get TV plus up to 40 megs of CenturyLink internet, all for only $70 a month. This deal sounds great, especially if you love sports. Get Prism Essential TV and up to 40 megs of internet for only $70 a month. Score! Or if you love great movies.
Hey, Clementine, go on and get Prism Essential TV with up to 40 megs of internet for only $70 a month.
Yeah. Call 888-658-5655. Get started with Prism Essential TV plus up to 40 megs of internet speed. Just $70 a month for a year. Speed may not be available in your area. Only from CenturyLink. Call and switch today.
Audi Presence can help prepare for, and in some cases help prevent collisions faster than, well, you. This is how an Audi earns its rings. Audi Presence, found in the Audi A6. Get exceptional offers now during the Summer of Audi sales event.
New this morning, a 45-year-old mystery will remain unsolved. The FBI says they are no longer investigating the D.B. Cooper case. Back in 1971, a man calling himself Dan Cooper hijacked a Northwest Orient flight from Portland, Oregon to Seattle. And while in Seattle, he demanded $200,000, 4 parachutes, and to be flown to Mexico. But he jumped out of the plane somewhere over Southwest Washington State with the money and 2 parachutes. And he was never seen again. No one has ever been arrested. The FBI investigated more than 100 persons of interest, but has never been able to confirm the identity or fate of this man, the hijacker. But although the case is now closed, there is the possibility it may be reopened later on. But Brooke, that is a real mystery.
Right, so many theories over the years.
Absolutely.
Just went cold. Happening today, a young chef from Fort Collins is heading to the White House ready to meet First Lady Michelle Obama. 10-year-old Hannah Skalicki won the statewide Healthy Lunchtime Cooking Challenge, winning a trip to the nation's capital along with 55 others from across the country. Competitors had to use a local ingredient, and she chose Palisade peaches for a recipe with chicken. Doesn't that look good?
Is it season yet for the Palisade peaches? Oh, that's kind of in the fall, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's peach season right now, but I can't wait till it is.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pac-Man heading back into the ring, coming out of retirement. Manny Pacquiao says he is planning to fight sometime this fall in Vegas, but no word yet on who he's going to be facing. Pacquiao retired in April after what he said was his last fight. Not so much. He is currently a senator in his native Philippines and left the ring to focus more on his duties as a lawmaker.
I want to, my desire.
The beloved David Ortiz. David Ortiz of the Boston Red Sox. Big Papa, right? Poppy, Big Poppy. I don't know.
That's the notorious B.I.G. He's the one who loves it when you call him
He's
Big
the
Papa.
Big Papa.
Yes.
This is the Big Poppy. That's confusing. The Boston Red Sox taking what could be his final bow at the All-Star game. The slugger is expected to retire after this season.
He's the one who's always talking about delicious mofongo.
This guy, the Big Poppy?
Yummy.
And you saw the game right here on Fox 31. Both Nolan Arenado and Carlos Gonzalez representing the Rockies last night, but it didn't go the National League's way. The American League won 4-2. They will have home field advantage in the World Series. So congratulations. It went late, too. I think it was almost 10 o'clock. Let's talk Broncos now. The ESPY Awards are tonight, and the Broncos are up for Best Team. Rightfully so.
Right. This is for winning the Super Bowl in February. Yeah.
Doesn't that make you the best team? We won Best Team.
Yeah.
We
They
won
kind of got a trophy for this, but still, it's cool. Some of the players scheduled to be at the awards include Peyton Manning, Emmanuel Sanders, and Super Bowl MVP P. Von Miller. Other championship teams up for the award include the Cleveland Cavaliers, Kansas City Royals, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. So they're spreading it across all sports.
It's not best football team. It's just best team of the whole year.
I thought they were going to give the Panthers like a participation award or something.
Hey, it's 2016, Greg. Everybody gets a trophy.
Everybody gets a trophy. We have the one that matters, though, here in Denver. New this morning, the Juno spacecraft is finally sending its first pictures of the probe's new orbit around Jupiter. Take a look. This picture was taken about 2.7 million miles away. That's a stone's throw in space terms. It's showing off the famous red spot on the planet. You can kind of see it there towards the bottom of your screen, as well as 3 of Jupiter's 4 major moons. You can expect more images like this to come through the next few months. They're kind of just testing the hardware right now. In this video, by the way, that's of its approach. That's 37 days worth of continuous images showing 4 major moons circling around Jupiter. So what a cool shot, and they're only going to get cooler here as we head through the next couple of months. Pinpoint weather time, and back on Earth, we're looking towards the sun. We're only about 93 million miles away from that. And as we have it in our sky today, it's going to warm us up a lot. We get into the lower 90s. We've got clear skies up and down the Front Range. Last night's storms now clearing off of the eastern plains. So we are just set up for a prime day of sun, but also another day of high fire danger, too. We are in the teens to lower 20s in the mountains for dew point temperatures. If you're just seeing this map for the first time, I've been using it all week. It's basically the measure of how much moisture is in the atmosphere, and anytime these dew points, they get below about 20 degrees, that's when I'm worried about high fire danger, because that means the air is really dry and fires will spread very quickly. It dries out the vegetation just like it dry out your hands. We got lower 90s on the way for temperatures, too, because of all that sun today. I've got 91 in Denver, 93 out in Greeley, and then 94 as you head up north towards Fort Collins. So definitely warmer along the northern Front Range. But here is the piece of awesome news that I've been sharing kind of a little bit all through the morning. A cold front will swing in tonight. That'll kick off some showers and thunderstorms out on the plains during the evening, but it doesn't really do much action, at least along the Front Range, until we get into tomorrow afternoon, aside from bringing in some cooler air on our Thursday. But eventually, we do get some storms to fire up. They are so limited, not even a lot of them showing up here on the latest run of Futurecast, but I have them in my forecast here. 86 degrees will be our high temperature, a slight chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm on Thursday, then a better chance on Friday as we hit the mid-80s yet again. That cooler air kind of hanging around to wrap up the work week. But as we head into the weekend, we dry back out and we warm back up. Pair of 90-plus degree days, and just a slight chance of storms there on Saturday, Ken.
Boy, not too bad. And today's drive is also looking good. Right into the sun along 6th Avenue as you roll in from Lakewood. Very few problems so far along the freeways. However, our first crash of the morning just called out along 270 at about York. So you are going to find some delays starting to fill in as you transition from 70 over, or 76 rather, over towards 270 and through Commerce City. That being your first problem, depending on how major of a crash it is, it will have an effect along that north side of the city. So we'll continue to track it. So far, though, speeds across 25 as you travel into downtown, they still remain wide open with very few slowdowns, even all the way down into the Tech Center and beyond towards Castle Rock. So we'll break down the drive times and show you a better look at that crash along 270 coming up.
You got it, Ken. A new Disney princess is coming to your TV screen.
How she's breaking down a new barrier in the Disney castle.
And Cirque du Soleil returns to Denver soon with its Tarook show, and we have your chance to win a pair of tickets. The show will be at Pepsi Center July 21st through the 24th. For the chance to win, register at kdvr.com under the contest tab.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I teach 10th grade English.
And I'm Melissa when she was in 10th grade at Connections Academy.
That was the year my teachers changed the way I looked at literature.
These books are amazing.
At Connections Academy, the great courses and all of the personal attention really made a difference.
Our class discussions opened my eyes.
In fact, my Connections Academy teachers inspired me so much, I became one myself.
Here, you're gonna need these.
Connections Academy, Colorado's tuition-free online public school.
Honey, it's your place now. Have fun.
Dad, this is so cool. Thanks.
There's no feeling like making a home completely your own.
The house is beautiful.
Thanks. It's everything we dreamed of.
All across our state, Metro Brokers can help find your perfect home.
It was good working with you.
Actually, it was fun.
A uniquely Colorado company finding homes that are uniquely you. Let Metro Brokers find your Colorado home.
Listen up, y'all. It's time to wrangle in the savings at the Wrangler Safe & Lot Super Safe Sale.
Today through Sunday, pick up this quality Huntsman Fire and Burglary Gun Safe, just $6.99. A savings of $400. 1100 West Evans in Denver.
This summer, zero in on a Nissan. Save big with 0% for up to 72 months on Altima and Rogue, and no payments for 90 days. Plus, get $500 bonus cash or zero in on a low $189 per month lease on Rogue. Hurry, now's the time to zero in on big savings. 0% financing, no payments for 90 days, and $500 bonus cash ends soon.
Surf, stream, download, and play on multiple devices at once with CenturyLink Internet. Get up to 40 megs for $20 a month for 1 year when bundled with qualifying home phone plan. Just call 855-907-FAST right now. Want to see this as an action movie? Get ready. 40 megs is only $20 a month. Or drama. Get up to 40 megs for $20 a month. Only from CenturyLink. Speed may not be available in your area. Call now.
I had a water line in my bathroom break, and I could not shut it off. We couldn't bucket it fast enough. Flooded my bedroom. And so I called Applewood, and they were out here within, I would say, a half an hour. And they were here to do the job, and they did.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
Who do you talk to for military advice right now?
Well, I watch the shows. I mean, I really see a lot of great, when you watch your show and all of the other shows.
While Donald Trump watched TV, as Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton negotiated a ceasefire in Gaza, a reduction in nuclear weapons, took on Vladimir Putin, and stood up against the trafficking of human beings. A steady leader in an unsteady world.
5:54 now. Trending now. Disney is adding one more Disney princess to the castle, and this one is bringing more diversity to the group.
Meet Elena, Disney's first Latina princess. She is starring in a new Disney Channel TV series, Elena of Avalar. In the show, Elena is a princess learning what it takes to become a great ruler. The series debuts next Friday on July 22nd.
She's lovely.
It looks cool, and they fly like, I think those were like dragons?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my kids are going to love that.
Yes. You can never have too many princesses.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a motto for life, I think. Don't you think? I think. 5 minutes till 6 right now, where camp kids are being forced to evacuate because of wildfires. School buses brought in to get them out quickly. We are live with the newest information on when evacuees will finally get to go back home.
And Skyfox launching to give you the latest information on your traffic and show you that beautiful sunrise as well on Good Day, Colorado.
Thank you. Imagine if the things you bought every day earned you miles to get to the places you really want to go. With the United Mileage Plus Explorer card, you get a free checked bag, 2 United Club passes, priority boarding, and 30,000 bonus miles. Everything you need for an unforgettable vacation. The United Mileage Plus Explorer card. Imagine where it'll take you.
Maybe it was here, when you hit 300,000 miles. Or here, when you walked away without a scratch. Maybe it was the day your baby came home. Or maybe the day you realized your baby was not a baby anymore. Every Subaru is built to earn your trust, because we know what you're trusting us with. Subaru, Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand and best overall brand.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
The Tanner Gun Show, the largest gun show in Colorado, is this weekend at the Denver Mart. Over 700 dealer tables with guns, knives, ammo, and outdoor accessories. Tanner shows are buy, sell, or trade. The Tanner Gun Show this Saturday and Sunday at the Denver Mart, 58th Avenue and I-25.
Let's go celebrate with the Toyota Camry. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on Camry. For other great offers, visit Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
I was in a head-on collision. I called Frank Azar the morning after the accident because I knew how serious it was.
An auto accident can be a life-changing event. So can choosing the right attorney. Do what your friends, family, and neighbors have been doing for over 30 years.
There are certain things you can count on in Colorado. Great games, the best views, thrills and spills. And of course, Arc Thrift Store's 50% off sale. Get half off most items in the store this Saturday.
4th of July was the biggest sale in Granite Depot's history.
That's why we've extended the savings. Our most explosive deals ever on our biggest selection of slab granite countertops and wood cabinets. And take up to 36 months to pay. Granite Depot, I-70 in Monaco, or online at shopgranitedepot.com.
Welcome to Right Time, our family watch store. Between our 2 stores, we carry over 40 different and unique brands from all over the world. Our knowledge allows us to match watches to our customers' individual personalities. The heart of our store is our service center. From a battery and a watch band to a complete restoration, we have our customers covered by our certified watchmakers. Visit one of our 2 locations or righttime.com.
In the store or online, watches are at Right Time.
Right now, more violence going viral. A triple shooting streamed live on Facebook. The number of gunshots fired in 20 seconds and how Facebook is now reacting.
Plus, forever grateful.
Thank you so much. You saved my house. Thank you.
Wildfire evacuees allowed to return home. The surprise some of them got as firefighters continue to battle the Cold Springs fire.
And the rogue tenor.
We're all brothers and sisters. All lives matter to the great.
What happened during last night's All-Star game that has some Canadians concerned?
Good Day Colorado starts right now.
Live from Fox 31 Denver, this is Good Day Colorado.
Right now at 6 o'clock, Skyfox just now launching to show you weather and traffic conditions.
So let's get right to your weather and traffic. Good morning. Good to have you with us. I'm Kirk Yonke.
And I'm Brooke Wagner. So we have Ken standing by looking at our traffic after a bad day yesterday. Kind of a similar day today, huh, Greg?
Yeah, definitely going to be similar temperature-wise. We gain 1 more extra degree. I doubt you'll notice it. It's comfortable again this morning, too, and it'll stay that way through the late morning, only making it to about 80 by 10 o'clock. But 92 is our daytime high after we hit 91 yesterday, and it'll be another hazy and warm sunset as we drop down to 87. At dinner time, that 87-degree temperature, we won't even see that again by tomorrow afternoon. A big cool down is on the way. We'll talk about that coming up.
And right now, your first accident is down along 270. It's at about York. It's all off onto the shoulder, but State Patrol is working this crash. You can see here at 270 in York. Once you pass the accident, things break loose, but behind it, the delays are filling in. Those details coming up.
Happening now, evacuees of the Cold Springs fire are waiting to see when they'll finally get to go home.
The good news is dozens have already been allowed back. Many more will only get to go home to pick up their belongings. Fox 31 Denver's Greg Nieto has been in Nederland all week talking with these evacuees. And, you know, I can imagine, Greg, from covering some of these wildfires, not these ones specifically, but other wildfires, all they want to do is go back to see that their house is still there, right?
Yeah, and they're going to kind of get a little bit of a sampling later on this morning. Actually, Kirk, in about an hour here. We're just on the banks of the Barker Meadow Reservoir. This has kind of been the source of water for those big helicopters that have been swooping down here to pick up buckets of water. They've been taking the water really across the reservoir and up and over this ridge to the far right. Now, these homes you're seeing not affected. We're still about 2 miles as the crow flies away from the fire perimeter. As for the latest numbers for the Cold Springs fire, again, resized down to about 528 acres, 25% contained. Again, unfortunately, some 8 homes have been lost, 3 more overnight, a couple of cabins and a summer home were being told. Again, residents will be allowed to head back into areas affected by the Cold Springs fire beginning at 7 o'clock this morning for a 2-hour window. Get in, get out, inspect their property, that sort of thing. We talked to one dad